Big question I had for you was, how similar are the offenses?
Offenses are pretty similar. There's a lot of things that are alike and different. I'm adapting pretty well, and I think coming from Ohio State set me up a little bit better with this offense.
Are you playing the same position pretty much?
Yeah, definitely, yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
What tools do you think you have to excel at that position?
My deep threat ability. I feel like I can stretch the field, make defenses have to play special schemes just to cover my deep threat ability. So I feel like that's one of the biggest aspects I bring to the game.
What's the biggest obstacle you faced so far?
Oh, probably be coming in and out of my breaks. I got to learn how to get low, just coming out of quicker. But I feel like I'm adapting pretty well, and that'll be one thing I work on this spring.
Talk about the Coach G style of coaching. How would you describe it?
He's a phenomenal coach. He's engaged. He loves his players. I probably feel like he's one of my favorite receiver coaches I've ever had. He's a phenomenal coach, and I'm just blessed to be able to work with him. And he's really hands-on. Like if I don't understand something, he sits down, he talks to me, he helps me get through it, and that's one thing that I really like about him.
Would you call him meticulous as far as the details?
Definitely would.
Can you talk a little bit more about your decision to transfer?
Yeah, well, I don't want to get too much on it, but I just had some family issues that I had to deal with back home with my mom. She's doing well. That's all I want to say about that, and I feel like it was a good decision coming to Florida.
What was it that led you to Florida?
I wanted to get somewhere closer to home. At the end of the day, I knew that it had to be in Florida. I looked at Miami, I looked at Florida, I looked at Florida State, but I felt like Florida would give me the best opportunity. With the new coaching staff coming in, I would start fresh, just like all the other players. So I'm happy with my decision, and I'm excited to be here.
I'm sorry if you've already answered this, but what has this waiting process been like?
The waiting process is ongoing. I really don't try to think too much about it. I just want to play my game, and whatever the result is, it is, and I'll stick with it.
Trevon, when you were going through the transfer process, what kind of feedback, I mean, obviously you know a lot about Florida, but what kind of feedback did you get from maybe players here or just people about the Gators as an option for you?
Well, coming to Florida, when I was in high school, was in my top 3. So I already had a good idea of what Florida was like. They came down to be my top 2, and at the end of the day, I chose Ohio State. But just to be able to come back here, I kind of already knew what the program was like. With new coaching staff coming in, I talked to a couple other players, and they said they loved everything about it. Former player Jake Allen, he told me a lot. He said he loves it here, and I really trust him. So when he said he loved it, it was a no-brainer.